Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kid Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week, defensive coordinators go in, and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. It's got a fresh set of downs.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Looking for room. It's Allen. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. Three-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to...
Breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Herd!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Appalachian State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Let's talk about App State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to...
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Quickly out to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is
intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback.
Going the other way, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And the Mountaineers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Spits it out to the back. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Flushed out of the pocket. Did the work himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Norton. Tripped up for the tackle.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw for it. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Pulls it in, it's Lawson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Cummings. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Roberts. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide. Dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. He has the first and still on his feet. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Marshall quick to the line.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous. Chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After run, now throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. To the air, it's Turner. Got it in the middle, it's Payne. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
I really like the 3rd down plan here. How are you going to pressure the quarterback? I love the blitz. It fools the offensive line. They get to the quarterback before he has a chance to set his feet, make a nice throw, forcing the fourth down.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Dozier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Dozier. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw it. Somehow fits it into that traffic. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Turning it on. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Stroman. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Grabbed over the middle, it's Stroman. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man, it's Stroman.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Snagged in the middle, it's Stroman. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Good, right down the boulevard. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kidd Brewer Stadium.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Fires to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking left. Wide open downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Trying to pound it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stop.
Oh, he's got some space.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And the Mountaineers couldn't have asked for better field position as they get a chance to strike here. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got it still on his feet. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To throw, it's Turner. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Marshall will be forced to punt. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Roberts. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Caught in the backfield. It's Roberts. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they've regained the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. From the gun, the ground game. Nice move to keep running. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. He'll do it himself. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Back to pass, it's Turner. Catch in the middle, it's Norton. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a man. It's Payne. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain. And let's see what they do on 4th down. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but he left some points off the scoreboard there.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Got a man, it's Allen. They run him out of bounds, he gets it to the 47. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. From the gun, looking for a man. Got it in the middle, it's Turner. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Took a shot as he threw. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
There's an example here late in the game. The defense trying to affect the timing of the QB. They brought the blitz, anticipating throw, and he wasn't able to connect.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would love to have back. Trailing by 3 here in the fourth quarter, just didn't hit it as flush as he would have liked.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead, because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending